Hi everyone, Master Cruz from Master Organizing here, and today I wanted to show you a really, simple and easy way to organize your desktop, essentially for free. Um, Instead of looking for files everywhere, you can categorize your files and your folders here. So if you're wanting something simple like this, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is actually look in your system preference and you want to go to the desktop screensaver and you want to locate where the dimensions are for your desktop. And on this computer, it's a 1024 by 768. So once you locate that information, go ahead and write that down somewhere because you'll be needing it. And this is very important because you don't want fuzzy pictures or a small picture that doesn't take up the whole desktop like it should. So once you have that information, you can go ahead and close that up. And the website that I like to use is called canva.com. So when you type in canva.com, it's going to take you to a place like this. And as you can see, there's so many different things you can do with Canva, but in this case, we're going to do a customized desktop organizer. So you're going to click on this, use custom and dimensions, and type in the dimensions of your desktop that we found, the pixelation. So on this computer, it was a 1024 by 768, and it's in pixel form, and you're going to click design. So now Canva has created the correct dimensions that will fit your desktop. Now there's so many different backgrounds you could use, so many different designs you can use, but for this sample I want to show you how I made the one on my desktop. So the first thing I want to do is click the background, and I like this chalkboard background here, so that's what I clicked. As you can see, there's other different options, or you can pay for natural looking pictures if you wish. Choose something that's going to definitely inspire you. So you choose the background, and then I'm going to go to search and click on the lines here. Again, there's a plethora of different designs you could go with. I kind of like this lined one here. Kind of looks like tape, putting tape on a chalkboard. So what you can do is you can adjust the lengths of these different lines, and essentially you can make so many different categories. So first figure out how many categories are on your desktop. In my case, it was 3. If you can see here, I basically have things to get done today, folders to follow up on, and then my reference folders here. So I have 3. But with these lines, you can make so many different categories. So make sure to keep in mind how many categories you need to create a desktop organizer here. So once I have this tape, I'm also going to change the color. I like this green color as well. And the cool thing with Canva is that you can copy what you just created. So there's that. I'm going to do another copy. There's that. So let's say this is going to be the top here, like the header. And these other 2, I'm going to rotate this way to create the division here of your categories. And you can even, do different angles if you want something, fun, funky if you like, but I'm pretty simple, so I just have these pieces of tape here. You probably can even do a calendar if you wanted, 31 days of things to do on your folder here. All right, so that's the 3 different categories. Now I'm going to go to the text, and I'm just going to simply add text. And the font that I use, again, there's so many different fonts, but the font that I used here, starts with an L. Whoops, did I pass it there? Was the Londrina sketch. So I'm going to click that. And I had categories of follow up. Whoops. So again, I can also copy this font, so I'm not having to search for it all the time. So I'm going to say copy, and then I'm also going to copy it one more time because I have 3 categories. So one of them is follow up, one of them is going to be reference. It's going to go in this corner here. Follow up is in the middle. And then, oh, no, to do today is actually going to be in the middle. And the cool thing with Canva is, as you can see there, it lines up, to make sure everything is straight, if that's what you prefer. And then you can also move, these lines around if you're wanting to adjust the lengths of that. So that's pretty much my 3 categories, pretty simple there. So you want to make sure that things are saved. So say if you move something, it's going to say, Canva's going to save it, make sure it says saved. Okay, perfect. So once everything's saved, you can go ahead and download it as an image, because you want this desktop picture to be as clear as can be. So it's downloading it. And if you, decided to get a picture, it's going to ask you to pay, whatever pictures you purchased here. But like I said, this can all be completely free. So this is the design. It looks like, it got cut off there. So the cool thing with Canva is that you can actually still fix it. I'm just going to extend this all the way out. You shift this down, shift this a little bit more centered. Make sure it's saving. Okay, so I'm going to say download. Let's take a look. It's a little bit still cut off. Okay, so let's make sure that it's saved again. Adjust this a little bit. Okay, it's saving. All right, now let's download it. Let's have a look to see what it looks like. All right, perfect. So that's kind of what the desktop will look like. So what you want to do is save it once you open it, to a location of where you want to save it in for. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. And call it desktop organizer. Click save. So now it is on my desktop. And pretty much we're done with Canva here. So what you're going to do is, just to show you how to replace what currently is on your desktop, is, as you can see, it's actually right here, is you're going to go to System Preferences again, and then you're going to click on the desktop screensaver. And then as you can see, that it's right here. So you're going to click on that, and it's changed. So then you can go ahead and move around the different files that you like here. And that's how you organize your computer desktop. So let me know if you liked this video, share with your friends, and if you want even more great organizing tips, let me know in the comments below. Have a great organized day, and I will see you next time. Thanks.